Best practices in deposit return, building an effective, convenient, and efficient program for beverage containers in Europe. Beverage consumers are now purchasing more beverages in single-use containers than ever before. With the proliferation of drinks available in small containers, more and more drinks are being consumed away from home, in public spaces such as parks, beaches, events, festivals, etc. Green Dot style schemes are proving to be costly and are not achieving their objectives. The most difficult containers for these systems to capture are those containers consumed away from home. Global concern over litter has grown considerably over the last few years. Beverage packaging is seen as a major contributor. This has motivated renewed interest in deposit return systems. Collection rates for beverage containers in Green Dot style systems throughout Europe and the rest of the world are lower than those in countries with deposit return systems. When beverage containers are recovered via curbside collection and away from home recycling receptacles, they are commingled with other types of packaging. This results in high contamination, lower material values, and high processing costs due to additional sorting requirements. Municipalities and taxpayers end up paying more when beverage containers are collected at curbside. The additional costs come from greater quantities of waste to be collected and disposed of, and from litter cleanup. Green Dot style programs provide no incentive for the consumer to recycle. So when a beverage is consumed, particularly away from home, where the curbside recycling bin is, it is often put in a convenient garbage can or littered. A deposit return system requires consumers to pay a deposit on individual beverage containers that can be redeemed by returning the container back to the retailer. It is intended to act as an economic incentive to consumers to recycle their beverage containers. The deposit typically applies to a variety of carbonated and non-carbonated beverages, soft drinks, water, beer, sold in plastic, glass, or aluminum ready-to-serve containers. Deposit return transfers the cost of end-of-life container management, recycling, or landfilling from taxpayers to the producers and consumers of these beverages. This shift in responsibility supports the polluter pays principle. Deposit return systems have evolved with innovations in collection, transport, recycling, and system accountability. The many benefits of a modern deposit return system cannot be achieved by any other type of collection system. These benefits include high collection rates. Countries which have introduced mandatory deposit return systems on one-way beverage packaging, like Finland, Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Estonia, Norway, the Netherlands, and most recently Lithuania, are among the European countries with the highest recycling rates for aluminum beverage cans. Modern deposit return systems also deliver high-quality recyclates. The programs support the domestic beverage manufacturing industry by increasing the availability of recycled feedstock, which improves their energy consumption profile and supports environmental goals. Materials collected through deposit return systems have higher material revenues, benefiting recyclers too. Less residue going to landfill means reducing disposal costs for recyclers and manufacturers. Consider the benefit of reduced litter volume. As a result of the financial incentive to recycle, deposit return systems are estimated to reduce littering of beverage containers by 70 to 80% and total littering by 30 to 40%. Most of the beverage container litter found in marine environments was originally discarded on land and ended up in the stormwater flow. In Germany, prior to the introduction of the mandatory deposit, littering from single-use beverage containers was about 1/5 of the total litter volume. Today, there is very little littering of single-use deposit containers. Even when a beverage consumer does forfeit his deposit by littering his container, often someone else will pick it up to redeem it for the deposit. Creating jobs. The primary driver of jobs from recycling operation is the amount of material entering and leaving the system. Deposit systems recover approximately 3 times more material relative to beverage containers than curbside. This increased material throughput means more work. Ton for ton, deposit return systems require 1.5 to 4 times more employees than curbside to collect, sort, and transport containers to a MRF and then a secondary processor. There are also considerable savings for municipalities. Municipalities in deposit return jurisdictions save money in many ways. Collection costs are reduced because there is less material to be collected. There are reduced processing and disposal costs as well. And because there is less litter on land and in the stormwater system to manage, costs can be reduced. It was estimated that the introduction of a Catalan-wide deposit return system would save municipalities between 12 to 33 million euro per year. And according to a report released in 2010 by Eunomia Consulting, the implementation of a deposit return system in the UK would save local authorities an estimated £159 million per year in avoided waste management costs. Similar results can be found in recent U.S. state studies. In summary, deposit return systems for beverage containers have many advantages over existing Green Dot programs. Deposit return systems achieve high collection rates, create higher quality recyclates with higher material revenues. There's more recycled feedstock for domestic manufacturers, and greater levels of litter reduction on both land and water, cost savings for municipalities and taxpayers, and increased cost and system efficiencies.